everybody, this is Mr. Engineer here, and we're with another modern video. Today we're playing modern Abzan. So, Abzan is the brother deck of traditional Jund. The traditional question between playing either Jund over Abzan or vice versa was, do you want to play Path to Exile or do you want to play Lightning Bolt? Of course, there's other differences in cards. Abzan usually has better hate cards for the sideboard, and Jund has the better, let's say, aggressive style. But today we're playing Abzan. So the way the deck is built is we have our traditional, let's say, green-black mid-range package of Discard and Inquisition of Kozilek and Thoughtseize. We have Tarmogoyf as an efficient creature, Hex Drinker as well, a recent addition, a lot of removal, so we have Fatal Push, we have Dam, in addition to Liliana of the Veil for both removal and discard. And then we have the Abzan specific cards. So we have 2 Path to Exile to deal with like Eldrazi and bigger creatures that we can't deal with Fatal Push. We do have Lingering Souls, which is a cool synergistic card with Liliana. We can discard it and then flashback to create 2 1/1 flyers. We have Vindicate, which is just a catch-all. Should improve also our Tron matchup. Then we have Gadokteeg. So Gadokteeg in the main board serves a couple different purposes. So there's a couple of spells, for example, Bring to Light or Scape Shift that this completely knocks out. Other stuff like Chalice of the Void, even Prismatic Ending. We do have 2 Prismatic Endings though, but this also kind of nulls other Prismatic Endings and other spells our opponents might have. Rounding out the deck, Prismatic Ending, just a catch-all, and 3 Mishra's Baubles. Mana-based, traditional Abzan mana base. For sideboard, we have 2 Stony Silence for the Affinity matchup, have Ariok Champions for the Blue-Red Prowess matchups, another 2 Prismatic Endings for like creature matchups and stuff like this, 1 Necromentia for any type of combo, or like for example Tron or something like this can be useful. Bone Shards to deal with Planeswalkers mainly and creatures. If they have big creatures, we can just take the Fatal Push and put in this guy. 1 Clink to Dust for aggressive matchups, Graveyard Hate, and like just to gain life against Burn or something. Collective Brutality, a little bit of the same, also good against control with the discard mode. Plague Engineer against creature decks, Broken Bond against Enchantress, and 1 more Vindicate, which is just a solid catch-all removal spell. So yeah, let's see if Modern Abzan can compete nowadays after Modern Horizons 2. We are on match number 1. We are on the play. Yeah, I think we can do better than this hand. If this came in untapped, we could keep this hand, but otherwise not. This is not a good hand, but we will keep it. Let's keep this and put away the planes, I think. That's the turn. Depending on the matchup, like whatever our opponent plays, we might even shock ourselves to cycle this. Yeah, I think we actually cycle this, because we need to put some pressure on our opponent. Let's play a swamp, pass the turn. Master Pulse. Mishra's Bauble. Let's see what our opponent is playing. The opponent is also playing a deck similar to ours. Yeah, I want to get some pressure going on. We are taking a lot of damage, but I do want to get these Lingering Souls out. Start applying some pressure to our opponent. Opponents. Urborg. Inquisition, sure. Okay, taking the damnation, or the dam, I mean. Let's get in with our 2/2s. Play the forest and actually flashback lingering souls. When it passes, let's play Blooming Marsh. Let's get into the red zone here. I want to keep the lingering souls in case they play a damnation or something. A profane tutor, and then we can kind of rebuild. Now, let's threaten with lethal next turn. So we can cast one of our lingering souls and flash it back. And this represents lethal damage. Let's see what our opponent is up to. Nope, that's game. So I have no idea what our opponent is doing. Let's bring in maybe a Vindicate and these Ariok champions. Let's cut out the Gaddock Teagues. They did discard Dam, so I'm guessing that board wipes are good. Let's maybe cut the Endurances. Bring in one more Prismatic Ending. Or like this. I really enjoy this card. Now Legacy All-Star. Not too sure about playing it in the main though. Like, it is a solid creature, a 3 mana 3/4 with flash and reach, even without the graveyard effect. So yeah, just testing it out. But maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not worth it in modern. So I think we can keep this. Okay, let's play this and pass the turn. We will fetch a Overgrown Tomb. Profane Tutor from our opponent, sure. Let's play a Set Tarmogoyf. Now, if we draw a Vindicate, we did not, but we would destroy this if we drew a Vindicate. Yeah, let's just run out Liliana. Uptick Liliana, we discard Lingering Souls. Pass turn. So I'm guessing there's some form of reanimate deck, maybe? or just like Black Devotion deck? Let's see. Opponents? What are you doing? Okay, Inquisition, sure. Probably will take the Prismatic Ending if it interferes with whatever they're doing. Okay, they discard the Liliana. Okay. Sure. Sacrifice a creature or planeswalker. I think we sacrifice the Glyph here. And we can discard Barrenmore. This card is quite good. Okay, so let's... Let's cast Dam here. Let's cast Hex Drinker and let us uptick Liliana. So actually Endurance would have been very good in this matchup. I just had no idea what we were playing against. And it discards a land. The fact that Cabal Coffers is not a legendary land is just boggles my mind. Sure. Let's just make a big Hex Drinker. Hopefully they don't have Fatal Push. Let's see. Okay. We will actually shock ourselves here because then this turn we can make it the 6/6. Okay. I don't think we care about this. Let's kill the Massacre Worm. Pass the turn. Let's try to make our mini progenitors here. Represent path or fatal push. Okay. Our match number 2, we are playing Modern Abzan. We have a very land intensive hand, which I think is too slow. We are on the draw though. Yeah, let's mull it. Okay, this is better. We'll bottom endurance. Turn 1 Thoughtseize into turn 2 Tarmogoyf, or into Fatal Push, as needed. Let's go Blooming Marsh, let's Fatal Push this. Okay. Let's Thoughtseize here. Interesting. I think we take the card advantage. Let's play Overgrown Tomb tapped. Pass the turn. Really want a white source. I'll play Steam Vents. In for 1. We'll play Tarmogoyf. Opponent lightning bolts us. Okay. Activates Delirium for them, which will kill our. Okay, we went for that. Wait, how did I cast this? Oh, it costs also 1 less blue. Okay. We really need a white source here. We really, really need a white source here. Okay, we're lucky. We'll just clean their board. This also messes with their scry. And now we're in top deck mode. So this is how this deck wants to be playing in top deck. Because in theory, our cards should be better 1-for-1 exchanges with their cards. So let's cast Lingering Souls, and we will path on their turn. Let's already path the channeler here. We don't have any more planes. Let's get a Godless Shrine. We are going very low here, but hopefully it's not too bad. Crack the bauble. You have lightning bolts. Put some more blockers in case they have a haste creature that they're sandbagging. Temple Garden, sure. Not the ideal draw. Going to attack with 2 creatures, just in case they draw a haste creature. That way they can't like lightning bolt and attack through. I'd like to draw like Tarmogoyf at this point. It's Inquisition. Sure. They like their top deck. They're going to shoot. Okay. Yeah, this will be a tricky one. We don't really have a way to gain life. I might even. Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, so we want Cling to Dust. We want Collective Brutalities. We want Ariok Champions. And I think we actually want Prismatic Endings. We can remove the Gadok Teaks. We can remove Maelstrom Pulse is a little slow. Endurance. Endurance is kind of useful. Has reach, it blocks the red thing. And it ruins their graveyard. What else do we cut? Or do we not bring all of this in? We do have a lot of main deck removal. So maybe we don't need. Maybe, because this doesn't kill the blue bird. So maybe we actually don't bring this in. And we cut. One Lingering Souls. One Tarmogoyf, maybe? See how that goes? Okay. All the discard in the world. We will get a Godless Shrine. Inquisition here. Bolt, Soulscar Mage. So I think we take just the. We can kill the Soulscar Mage next turn. So maybe we even take the Manamorphose. We'll actually get a Overgrown Tomb. We will cast Collective Brutality. Do we cast all 3 is the question. I think we actually do. Target creature, and choose target opponent, and we will discard the Thoughtseize. No, we discard. Yeah, let's discard the Thoughtseize. And the Lingering Souls, of course. Triple Lightning Bolts, sure. Okay then. Kind of want the opponent to bolt us now. Sure. Because this means they're tapped out and we can actually just kill the monastery and just clean out their hand. Do we go? I think we want the land. So I think we do duress, and we kill the monastery. And I think we keep the... I think we actually discard the Hex Drinker here. Or do we discard the Plains? Well, let's discard the Hex Drinker. Last turn. Opponent has a Steam Vents in hand. Okay, Liliana. What we want to see. Because now we can then cast Lingering Souls, and, or whatever we draw, and hopefully keep the board in check. This tapped. Discard. Another Lightning Bolt. Okay, Lava Darts. Sure. Let's cast Lingering Souls. Okay. Blood Moon is annoying. Not impossible to beat, but is annoying. Okay. So each player discards a card. The sequencing. So the way I will ultimate Liliana next turn, so opponent either gets one blue source and Blood Moon, or they get, let's see here. So Blood Moon and Basic Mountain. No, wait. No, move to first pile. Because this way either he only has red mana or he has less mana and not a Blood Moon. Okay, so he prefers the Blood Moon. That is fine by us. We'll continue attacking here. I think now he can now kill Liliana, sacrificing one of his lava darts. But Liliana did her job at this point. Metamorphose, sure. Expressive Iteration. Okay, so let's get in with the spirits. So now it's kind of a race. We have a 3-turn clock. I don't think we block here. Okay, this is an issue. Now we're not winning this race. Like, if we draw a prismatic ending, I think we win. More or less, kind of. Or do we just die here? How many lava darts do they have? Yeah, maybe we just died to the lava darts. Yeah, we lost to the lava darts. I didn't realize they had so many in the graveyard. Yep. Oh well. GG. That blood moon really did us in. We are playing Modern Abzan. We are 1-1. Just got janked out by a blood moon. I guess we can keep this. We can't really cast Liliana, which is obnoxious. But yeah, we have stuff to do. So okay. Amulet of Vigor. Okay, Vindicate will be a good card in this matchup, I believe. Another amulets. Okay. Esther. This will generate a lot of mana if they have a bounce lands. We need to get these amulets off the battlefield. Opponent will make 4 mana this turn. I think Prismatic Ending would be our best draw here. Because we could just Prismatic Ending one of them and then the next turn Vindicate the next one. Sure. This will be a boring matchup. They had a very quick starts. We are going to take a little bit of damage here, but that's fine. Pass the turn. Next turn we can either Vindicate or play Liliana and kill this. Planet Harvest, sure. Sure. Yeah, I think we just kill the Dryad. Because this limits then their Valakut damage output. And then we can deal with the token. Thing is, we are shocking ourselves quite a bit here. So next turn we can Vindicate the token. So we don't lose Liliana, discard Lingering Souls, try to stabilize the board. A dam would also be good here. Tarmogoyf. We could also play Tarmogoyf and just block for days, I guess. That is an option. Let's uptick Liliana, discard Lingering Souls. Let's play Gaddock, and let's play Tarmogoyf. Because then next turn we can minus, so we can Vindicate one of the constructs. And hopefully stabilize. Maelstrom Pulse would also be interesting here. Primeval Titan. And this means I think we're dead. Yeah, assuming, I don't know how the deck plays now, but assuming they have like the either the World Tree or the Haste Land, I think we're just dead. Because they will get a lot of mana out of this. Okay. Not exactly my choice of lands, but I don't know how Titan Shift plays these days. So change of plans, we Vindicate the Primeval Titan, and then we'll see, depending on what we draw. Piddle Push would be nice, or a Prismatic Ending. Because then we could kill the Construct and kill the Primeval Titan. Draw second Liliana. So let's just Vindicate. Primeval Titan. Question is, do we Edict here and then next turn we just play another Liliana? If we Edict, they will sacrifice Azusa. Yeah, let's just Edict here. We will sacrifice Azusa, but that's fine. And next turn we play a new Liliana. Okay, Maelstrom Pulse. This is a good draw. So let's do this. Let's get into the red zone. And now we can stabilize. Next turn we edict the construct. And then we can stabilize. Assuming they don't play like Primeval Titan here. Okay. Mishra's Bauble. Opponent is drawing a land, but that will damage us quite a bit here. Let's actually attack to see if opponent chump blocks. And to see if we can edict this this Dryad here. Okay. Good, good, good. Now we just edict, opponent will draw land, and we are in a very good spot here. Does the opponent concede? Opponent concedes. Good. Okay, so we're against Scape Shift or Titan, whatever. So we want Vindicate. I think we want Broken Bonds. We might want more Prismatic Endings. I don't think we want Auric Champion. Yeah, so I don't think we need Gaddock Teague. I don't think this deck plays Scape Shift anymore, maybe like a 1 of or 2 of. So I don't think it's too relevant, and I don't think the failed pushes will actually be too relevant as well. I don't think they play Secure Tribe Elder anymore. Okay, this is not a bad hand. We are playing Pox, apparently, or A-Track. Okay, no turn 1 amulets. This is good for us. Blooming Marsh, Inquisition. I'll take your amulets, thank you. Pass the turn. Next turn we just go after the Dryad with the Thoughtseize, and then we can play Liliana. Simic Road Chamber. Only lands for our opponents. Let's play Godless Shrine. Pass the turn. I think next turn we play the Plains, play Liliana, discarding Marsh Floods. Next turn we can even Thoughtseize and Tarmogoyf. Discards a forest. So I think we just, maybe even just discard the Thoughtseize. Or do you say, maybe we discard Liliana just to make Tarmogoyf bigger. And just take a peek with Thoughtseize. 2 Summoner's Pact. Okay. I didn't forget to play the land, it's just that we can use it for Liliana next turn. The deck runs quite well on 3 lands. So opponent basically time walk themselves. We can attack for 7 and uptick Liliana. Attack with Tarmogoyf. Let's just play out our whole hands. Opponent will probably discard Teleria West. No. Question is, do we Edict here, or do we just do Liliana's ultimates? I think opponent made a mistake because he doesn't have an amulet to untap. This won't be Primeval Titan mana. I think opponent did the math assuming they had amulet in the battlefield. Yeah, this does not work how you want, opponents. Or I'm missing something. Yeah. When I misplayed there, with our opponent's misplays, we can live quite well, I would say. So let's do this. Let's get an Overrun Tune tapped. Yeah, so I think we Edict. We Vindicate their blue source. And even if they can now make another token, but then we just Edict it again, and I think we win. I don't see our opponents. They didn't even go for that, so yeah, I don't think they have a way out. Yeah, Abzan beating Primeval Titan. This is one of the harder matchups for, actually traditionally for mid-range decks. I don't think any of this matters. We just edict again and then attack with everything. That's lethal. The opponent has just the Titan and the Fountain Land, the Radiant Fountain. It's game 2-1 with Abzan. Match number 4. We are playing Modern Abzan and we have no lands, so we're going to mulligan. This is not bad. We will bottom Maelstrom Pulse. Like Godless Shrine. In position. Our opponent is playing Enchantress. So we have Path for this. This gives Shroud. So we have a lot of removal spells in this deck, so Enchantress Presence is a good card, but we do have several ways of removing it. This we can just dam it next turn, doesn't really matter. But I think we need to take the Sterling Grove, because that fizzles all of our other removal. Let's take the Sterling Grove. Oh, I forgot to play the bauble. That's fine. So let's cast the bauble. Peatland, we can keep the prismatic ending actually for the Enchantress presence. Let's cast Dam here. Let's take a peek at our opponent's deck. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that is an issue here. That is an actual issue. And we drew the fetch land. Yeah, I think we lose, actually. I think we just lost. But yeah, let's see. Are the top decks generous? We would like to draw like plains and forest or swamp. Pass the turn. Yeah, this is very unfortunate. Damn it. Why? Just one turn. We needed one more turn. This would not be a real issue. Can we draw the basic lands we need before our opponent goes off? Opponents? Pass the turn. Yeah, once our opponent actually starts like putting pressure on us if we don't draw basic lands. Permaglife. Pass the turn. Like, if we draw our basic lands, we can still pull back. Because we can just Prismatic Ending the Blood Moon. So what you get for playing a greedy mana base. Rather mana blue. Yeah, I think we'll concede here. Yeah. Yeah. Concede. Because then this gives Shroud, we can't interact with the Blood Moon anymore, and we just lose. So we want Vindicate, we want Broken Bonds, we want more Prismatic Endings. Don't really want this. Do we want Collective Brutality? No, I don't think so. So I think Adocteeg is not particularly useful. And the Endurances as well. We do have quite we have 4 basics, which is not too bad. We have fetches to get them all. So I think we keep this hand, no doubts. Play Mishra's Bauble. Abundant Growth. Let's get Swamp here. Yeah, let's take the Utopia Sprawl, and then we can kill the creature. Let's cycle this. Sure. Mishra's Bauble. Let's see what our opponent has going on here. Destiny Spinner, okay. Yeah, let's just do this, pass turn. Okay, Fatal Push. Better than pathing. Blood Moon, that is fine. We will get a white source here. Of course, we draw the green answer, but this is fine. We shouldn't have played this. We should have played the fetches and gotten the forest, but whatever. Next turn we can Maelstrom Pulse the presence. And I will fetch a forest with this. Sure. So let's do this. Maelstrom plus this. Shock ourselves. Fatal push this thing. And before they have mana to activate this, let's path this. I just need threats. Liliana or Tarmogoyf here would be very nice. Overgrowth 2, not so nice. Let's path this. Pass the turn. We need a threat here now. Nice, sure. This foil looks weird. Is this normal? This is annoying, but now everything has Shroud. Okay. Yes, I think we just Vindicate here. Pass the turn. Draw 2 cards off of Abundant Growth. Oh boy. Opponent draws 30 cards. Solitary Confinement, sure. And we play Tarmogoyf. Do they discard? Nope. Now all of their stuff has Shroud, so we need Dam to basically deal with this. I don't like this deck. Comment down below, do you like Enchantress? I don't really like this deck. Because it's like a non-definitive combo. Right, so our opponent is drawing like all the cards in the world, and they spend like a lot of time each turn, but they it's never clear that they're going to win that turn, which kind of annoys me in a sense, but play Lingering Souls here. We would like to draw a dam, because if we play a dam, we just clean the board, and we should be fine. Maybe I should play Return to Nature instead of Broken Bond. Now they go get their creature and make a lot of lands with trample, and they win, I guess. So they get this. They get, where is it? They already had one. We exiled them. So they get Destiny Spinner. And then they have like infinite mana at this point, so they just convert all their lands into these trampling creatures, and then they win. Or they get this. What is this? Like, why did they go get this? I don't get it. I think the deck plays a playset of Destiny Spinners. It's their only win con. Or do they just want to like deck themselves for fun? As some of you might already noticed, I don't like playing games where the opponent has clearly won, but they don't win. They just like keep on going in this never-ending loop of who, for whatever reason, they think this is a good idea. Do they actually like not have any more Destiny Spinners in their deck? Because that would actually be hilarious. But I doubt it, right? They'll probably now like reanimate the Sterling Grove and then tutor again. Oblivion Ring. I wonder if they actually don't have any more Destiny Spinners. That would just be hilarious. What do they have? Oh, I can't. Thoughtseize them. Yeah, let's just flashback Lingering Souls. Pass the turn. And see if our opponent mills themselves. They are drawing 3 cards per enchantment they play, so... Yeah, I don't think I don't think they actually have another Destiny Spinner, because now if they play it, they actually mill themselves out, which I find hilarious. They actually lose if they play if they play the Destiny Spinner, so they probably don't have any more. Interesting. See, this is why I don't like this deck. The deck like does not win. Like it's not a definitive win. Like when you start to combo off with Storm, you know that you will win, right? Or you like immediately fizzle and you've lost the game essentially, um, or you actually win the game. Okay, Assassin's Trophy. What can I do here to annoy our opponents? I guess I can just destroy the Hall of Heliod's Generosity and this kind of like... So either I destroy this and then they can't have this loop where they're continuously drawing stuff. Yeah, I think that's the best way to go about it. I can also kill this and get Tarmogoyf back, but I don't think it's worth it. Let's just kill this land. They might have a second copy of this, so let's see. Maybe it would be correct to get Tarmogoyf back to have a proper blocker. We are getting Blood Moon back, just fine at this point. I don't really care. So we will actually double block here. That's the turn. That is interesting. So let's bring in Necromentia, because the fact that they can't win without those 2 copies, that is very interesting to me. Maybe even Cling to Dust might be interesting, almost as like a surgical extraction. What can we remove though? Um, hmm. Maybe we cut 1 Inquisition and 1 Dam, maybe? They also have the Leyline of Sanctity, so the discard is less appealing. It's kind of risky. So we do have 1 basic land, but yeah, let's mulligan here. Okay, so this I like more. So we already have 2 basic lands. Maybe put the dam back. Vindicate, cool. Okay, Destiny Spinner on top. We will probably get a swamp with this, but let's see. Greater Armamency, sure. Let's just get a swamp here. Another Vindicates. By Tarmogoyf. I think we even cycle the thicket here. Yeah, they're gonna cast Blood Moon. Hopefully it's not too bad. We have already two of our colors. So let's play Blooming Marsh. Chandra's Presence, sure. Let's just cycle. Let's play Windswept Teeth. Let's play Hex Drinker. Let's upgrade our Hex Drinker. I think we keep Fatal Push up. That's the turn. That plays Destiny Spinner. Sure. I'll Fatal Push this. Oh, it has Shroud, right. Okay. Okay. Really need that Plains by now. Another Fatal Push. So let's just make this as big as possible. Discarded a lands. Now the interesting thing here is the lands will not be protected from Fatal Push. So we can actually Fatal Push the lands that they activate, which is kind of cool. This Tarmogoyf is also getting bigger. Marsh. Pass the turn. If we draw our white source, we can Vindicate this and then start killing everything. Let's start getting into the red zone here. Another presence. Opponents. Here we are, match number 5. We are 3-1 with the modern Abzan. Let's see if we can go for the 4-1. This is an awkward hands, but we will keep it. We have 3 draws plus our turn draw. Hopefully we get a black source. Mishra's Bauble. Mishra's Bauble. Mishra's Bauble. Temple Garden tapped. Crack this. See what our opponent is drawing this turn. Okay, so it's a fairy. Draw Lingering Souls. Let's see what our opponent is drawing next turn. Another Teferi. Okay, so let's play Windswept Teeth and get Overgrown Tomb. Let's play Thoughtseize here. I think Quaddle, sure. So I think we take the Teferi and then Assassin's Trophy the next one. Pass the turn. Sure. So let's just Assassin's Trophy Teferi here. Pass the turn. Just run out our old friend Tarmogoyf here. Probably will get Prismatic ended, but that's fine. Sure, we'll Fatal Push this. Or maybe they just cast Solitude. Opponents. Prismatic ending, okay. Pass the turn. Draw Dam. We will just pass the turn and we will play Endurance on their turn. And we will shuffle actually our own graveyard. Eternal Witness. Or do we fizzle the Eternal Witness? Let's see what they're targeting. Probably Teferi. We'll shuffle their graveyard. Play Winds of Teeth. Now they do have Force of Negation up. I kind of want to resolve this Liliana. Question is, do we try to bait out the... Let's cast Lingering Souls and see if we can bait out the Force of Negation, because we really want to resolve this Liliana. They might be enticed to counter this, yeah, because it exiles. So we actually got 2 Force of Negations out of their hand. That's cool. Stoneforge Mystic, that's fine. Start a Feast and Famine. We'll get a Godless Shrine. So let's attack here with Endurance. And then we will Wrath the board. Does opponent have Counterspell here? Okay, Hardcast Force. They had 3 Force of Negations. It's not the end of the world because we can path one creature and then Liliana Edict the other one. So we kind of get the same result, and we hopefully stick a Liliana. We will get clobbered here though. And this means they will actually be able to play Solitude in response to the Edict. So that's a little bit annoying. Oh, actually they can't play Solitude. They have only 1 white source. We will discard Tarmogoyf. Witness. Going for that. Okay, they went for the lands. But this ruins our Liliana plan. A little bit. So let's play Liliana anyway. And we'll just keep path up, hopefully. Being able to hit this. Do they have another Force of Negation? Do they actually draw the 4? Spell Queller, okay. Pass the turn. Our endurance, I think, will be killed by the Solitude. Cast Lingering Souls. And let's actually flash it back already, because they don't have a counter at the moment, and this way we can just start chump blocking till the end of time. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a game if we don't draw like a dam now. Are we lucky? We are not. So we want Vindicate. Let's put this here. We want Vindicate. We want Bone Shards. Prismatic Ending. Stony Silence. Actually be good. Maybe we want this. I think we cut the Fatal Push for the Bone Shards. They occupy the same position, but the Bone Shards hit Planeswalkers. Galaxy is actually good in this matchup. Or maybe we don't bring in the Broken Bonds. I think the Endurance has a very narrow application. Maybe we cut the Maelstrom Pulse. So Maelstrom Pulse is good. Maybe I don't think we can bring in the Stony Silence. Maybe we shave one Tarmogoyf or one Lingering Souls. This is a risky hand. We need to draw another land here. We can interact with everything our opponent is doing. I was drawing an island. We'll pass the turn. We draw Liliana. We will pass the turn. Or do we play? So I guess we fetch for the green-white land. Try to attack. Ice Fang Quaddle. That's fine, I guess. Shock again. This mana base is very aggressive. Let's play Tarmogoyf. Pass turn. If they threaten our Tarmogoyf, we might Assassin's Trophy it to get a Swamp to cast Liliana. We'll see what happens. Temple Garden from our opponent, tapped. Sure. Attack the Tarmogoyf. If our opponent doesn't interact, we will not interact. Our opponent is developing their mana, and I think we will lose eventually this game. It's a fairy, sure. I'll probably bounce the Goyf, sure. But actually, let's cast the Gaddock Teeg here. I don't know how much this actually does, but let's see. Do I need to discard? Yes, I do need to discard. We'll discard Dam. Are they shocking themselves? Okay. Let's try to threaten the Teferi. Kind of want them to play like Solitary or something. Something that would tap them out. You know, let's see if Liliana gets through this. I don't think so, but let's see. This will get countered, Force of Negation probably. Okay, Spell Queller. Sword of Feast and Famine, which they will equip, and we lose the game basically. We'll discard one Prismatic Ending, but I think we'll lose the game here. Let's see if this resolves, which it probably won't. Wait, actually, let's do this. Force of Negation, sure. And then let's do this. And yeah, that's game. Okay, so we went 3-2 with Modern Abzan. This last matchup was very rough. I feel like maybe we need to actually have Veil of Summer in the sideboard. I felt like it wasn't really worth it when I was building the deck, but I'm clearly wrong. I think it would have been very good in this matchup. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you think. Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. See ya!